Another week of October, Inktober, and getting back to where we were before. Whoops, skipping forwards. So this is the last one I think I did, day 11, and on to day 12. So this is a snake, realistically, but it's this design, I think it's based off Scottish, or is it Irish? Is it Celtic? Essentially it's kind of a snake with 6 legs. So there's 2 pairs there, and then somewhere in the middle there's another pair. And I was kind of thinking that why is it that dragons hoard gems and jewels and gold and stuff? So this is my version of why. Essentially they feed and strengthen their children with gems. So because there was loads of rubies, they made some little ruby dragons. I guess this one was like a topaz or amber or something. And the more you collect, the stronger your offspring are. And I was also thinking that maybe as a kind of accidental plus of this happening, it removes the colour and the strength from gems, and then they come into blank gems that they can then become mana stones. So this is kind of a creature that I was thinking of for my story. I think I did an illustration earlier of it. So it's a developing little story. Ah, here it is. That's very different. Also has a different amount of legs, but the horns, snakiness, baby. I don't know, it'll develop as I plan it, but I like snakes, they're pretty cute. I also love dragons and quasitails. You know, they're basically snakes with wings. But to be a dragon, you need to have wings and feet that are separate from the wings, because otherwise it's wyvern lore. Next was Ash, day 13. So I did a burnt out fire with some little ashy sprites, having a little dance and play, and it was pretty quick. I wanted to do some kind of simple illustration. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Next was Overgrown. So this is kind of the start of a doll repaint plan. I only just realised taking photos of this how much lower this eye is than that one, but you know, everyone has their problems. The lips are purposefully askew, but that one, I just didn't notice. But yes, it's pretty cute. It very much won't be in this colour scheme when I make it, and it's kind of somewhat like similar to my moss girl, my Marimo girl, but I was thinking more like Wisteria's kind of, you know, flowing, overgrown. And legend, so I don't know if people necessarily get it. So this is the legend of Godiva. So basically she was, I don't know, not governess or a Dane, or basically married to the Duke, that was doing too much taxes, was taking too much money, so the people were poor and suffering, etc. And to show her, I don't know, being with the people and to convince her husband to reduce the taxes and whatnot, she walked naked, well, rode naked, but I didn't have time for a horse, through the streets. So this is her undressing, and so that's her dress. It's very helpfully covered up this awkward foot, that one. It's a long foot, but it's stylistic. I'm really happy with the torso here, actually. Do a little zoomy. Really like the torso. The head, I feel like I got the feeling across, but it isn't 100% stylistically in tune. Very big calf. I'm very happy with it at the moment, but I know it's not perfect. I feel like I got across what I wanted to, and it's aesthetically appealing to me now, currently. This is one of my favourites. So it's very much a style that I'm not used to, very simplistic, and I feel, once again, this definitely gets the idea across that I wanted. So I was thinking of overgrown houses. So I was actually thinking, on my way to work, there's a village and the bus stop stops next to a house the front of it is completely overgrown with this red ivy. So I was thinking of that kind of a thing. But there was this wonderful mossy overgrown house, and I just really copied the photo. But a little simplistic. I really like grass, bushes. I really like how it turned out. I need to practice doing houses and scenery more, and this is a success story for me, and I think it's quite it's pastoral idyll, a bit of jolly good fun for me. Less jolly good fun. See, this is often you get pieces where you want to achieve something and you just can't get it to be what you want it to be. This angle, the head is not taking, well, obviously she's got like huge hair, so that kind of makes her look disproportionate, but I didn't really get across what I wanted to. I need to work more on anatomy. Look at I need to work more on a lot of things, but you can see what it's supposed to be, kind of French aristocrat, very ornamental is the idea. And the thing is, you have to not give up, but you have to accept at some point that I had a day break in between, and this is what I was going to be able to do at the moment. My brain just wasn't comprehending it. Also, speaking of which, yes, I didn't do it in one day. Inktober fail. No, I've decided what I've done, or what I can do, is I'm working. I'm not necessarily going to have the headspace to do a full piece of art in a day, so I've got the concept, so the references, and I'll probably do the base sketch, and then I make it into the art piece on the weekend or when I have time. So yes, this one I'm really proud of. Reminds me of the little ant drawings that Casey Golden does. They're just little goats, and can you find the misfit sheep goat creature? I guess there are actually goats that have fluffy woolly coats, so it could be. I'm going to show you the production of, but see, 3, 2, 1, can you find him? I think you found him. He's quite a bit bigger. So yes, the definition of a misfit is a wolf in sheep's clothing, or just otherwise, someone who feels that they don't fit in for whatever reason, whether it's that you're literally a different species or metaphorically just an awkward F. I actually purposely I thought it was really interesting, and I don't really do this kind of stuff. They're just lots of tiny quick sketches, so I recorded the process of which I will be putting here, and I hope you enjoy. mix of sleepy sheep, dancey sheep, angry sheep, and crazy sheep. So going on, the last one I've done before the recording is sling. I didn't really want to do just a sling, someone with a broken arm, so I did a baby, sling, capuche, whatever they call it, a mother carrying a baby. I was kind of planning on them being like Asian, but I feel like I didn't really get that across. I'm reasonably happy with the port side face, but not that happy. He looks pretty cute, and yes, not the best way to start, so to end, I mean, so I'll go back to my happy little sheep. And yeah, I had a lot of fun. Maybe you can be inspired. So I think it was kind of, I don't know, I think it was pretty illustrative. I didn't really do, some of them have full backgrounds, some of them are kind of full art pieces, and some of them are just getting the idea across, hopefully successfully. So be free, don't hold yourself to a weird standard. It's not as if most of us are going to make these into prints and sell them, so do what you want, have fun, and thank you for coming in, guys.
Both will feel